It's time that Africa expresses itself and, in fact, implicates conversations across the world. The Kigali dialogue seeks to provide that platform and that arena where we are able to bring out the diverse talent and views in this region, in these countries, and take them to constituencies who still hear about Africa through other sources and other means. It's time to speak directly to Africa. Excellency, you rightly emphasized on wealth creation. We are going to be discussing climate resilience, we are going to be discussing adaptation, we are going to be discussing responding to the challenges. Higher household incomes are the best response to most challenges. And I think wealth creation has to be the primary goal, and creating it in a manner which is at peace with people and environment, as you rightly mentioned. Vibrant, safe, secure, tolerant societies must be one of the key objectives of any new design that emerges from this region. The development consensus clearly that you mentioned, Foreign Minister, does not have a template elsewhere. The resources, the means, and the context are unique to our development. The solutions and answers to the challenge of Africa and Asia, of India and Rwanda, of Nairobi and Egypt, will have to be fashioned, in fact, will have to be created and invented by those who reside here. And in that sense, this dialogue seeks to do precisely that: tease out solutions and tease out pathways that are unique, indigenous, and local, as my colleague Terry Chapman mentioned. I particularly was captivated by the interventions of my boss and chairman of the Observer Research Foundation on the idea of an Afro-Eurasian Union. And this dialogue is precisely that. And I'm now going to move to the vote of thanks and propose some thank yous to those who made it possible. When I reached out last year to our partners in Europe, I don't know whether they are in the EU, but they certainly are in Europe, the UK government and DFID, they immediately jumped on this idea of building a community and building a platform such as this, and they have supported us ably to make this happen. So my first thank you are to our sponsors and partners, many of whom are listed in many of our larger flows to make this a larger platform next year. The second thank you, of course, goes to our partner who's co-hosting this event with us, the Rwanda Convention Bureau, and Nelly, the Chief Executive, who's with us this morning. Thank you, ma'am, for your leadership, for your energy, for your warmth, and certainly for your embrace that has made this possible. A short detour, I landed for the first time with a few colleagues in March. I think March 7th or 8th, I don't remember the exact date. And sir, I took your word seriously. I made Rwanda my home. I've been back 4 times, and in less than 4 months, we are here together, building something together, and hopefully this is the beginning of something special, something sustainable, and something impactful. And therefore, my final vote of thanks goes to the leadership of the Foreign Minister, Mr. Richard Saizabera. I had the shortest long meeting with him that I've ever had in my life. Shortest because I went prepared to try and sell the project to him. And he, in less than 30 seconds, says, "Go ahead, we'll do it." And I had a whole list of talking points and selling points for him. But I guess he agreed to do this simply because, as his speech reflected, he's a person who understands what building communities mean, what working together on key policy questions mean, and what research and convening can do to help political leaders shift the needle, create new solutions that all of us need. So thank you very much, sir, for embracing us, for allowing us to make Rwanda a home, and for indeed continuing to engage with us and encourage us as we hope to develop this platform in the days ahead. Many, many thanks to all of you who have joined us from over 55 countries, if I remember the number correctly. And of course, sorry and apologies for any discomfort during your travels here, but we'll have lots of fun over the next 3 days, and certainly we will make sure that you too. Thank you very much.